until I equal wealth. It's possible to understand how money works. And this book is just so simple to understand how to get rich. It's not going to be fast and overnight. You have to get rich slowly, right? You have to learn to apply to achieve. You got to start as early as possible, right? If I was 18 and I knew what I knew now, I would be a boss, okay? A boss, okay? No flats but red bottoms, let me tell you, okay? The rule of 72. This is what Vu's talking about, the rate of return. And this is the magic, because if you know the wealth formula, you know that plus or minus rate of return, right? And then you flip the page and you're like, what does that mean? So how much rate of return do I need? Well, how long do you want to double your money? How fast do you want to double your money? That depends on your rate of return. So you got to understand that stuff. And this teaches you that. And this is the magic of compound interest. So if you guys have this book, definitely take a look at page 11, because that's going to show you how fast you're going to double your money, right? Not how slow, but how fast. We want to understand about inflation and taxes. You know, I think I got gas last week and it was $3.11. Today it's $3.27 around the corner from my house.
Wow.
By tomorrow, who knows what it's going to be. By next week, it might be close to $4. You know what I mean? It's insane. We have to be prepared for these changes that are happening in the world. And so we have to know then, do we need to tax now, tax later, or be tax advantage? What sounds better? Having an advantage to life, right? So we want to understand, what does that mean? And this book can help you do that. You know, we want to understand how to manage our debt. We want to understand things that, you know, school doesn't teach us, like the wealth curve. This book, I thought it was like hieroglyphics, all these arrows going every which way, and I'm just like, I don't know, what is this book talking about? But then I started to read it, and I started to think, well, where am I on this X curve? Where am I in my life role of responsibility? And where do I want to be later on in life? Do I want to carry all those debts and have all those worries that I had when I'm younger? No, I want to wipe that slate clean so that I could be free to be cruising around the world, right? Taking my mom on trips. Super trips, as a matter of fact. We need to understand, right, about insurance, because I did not understand building wealth had a lot to do with insurance. Did not know that. And I did not know that insurance was something that you can utilize in your life now, not to wait for somebody to use when you're dead. I did not know that, you know, millionaires and billionaires have over 14, 15 different life insurance policies so that they could utilize their money every which way they want. If I want to open a business, let me get some money out of there. If I want to go send my kid to college, let me get some money out of this one. If I want to get a boob job, let me get some money out of this one. And what am I getting money out of? My account tax advantage, right? Tax free. Something that you don't have to pay the government for, right? So we need to understand, are we insurable even? If I partied too much when I was younger and it caught up to me when I was older, am I going to get that policy that I thought I was going to get? Maybe, maybe not. So we need to understand the dime method and how to calculate your insurance, right? We need to understand, if you're single, do you need life insurance? If you are a stay-at-home mom, do you need life insurance? And as a matter of fact, yes, you do. Let me tell you, ladies, if your man is saying, I'm bringing in the bacon, and I'm paying for this, and I'm paying for that, and you don't do anything but stay at home and eat bonbons, you can say, excuse me, what I have done this year is worth $112,000, okay? $112,962 to be exact, because without me, these services will cost a lot. You'll need a driver, a cook, a cleaner, a teacher, an accountant, and without them, this household could cost a lot of money. So get it together and pay the lady.